And we are back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, I'm on vacation right now. I'm down in Mexico. I just got here to my room and I'm going to go relax a little bit. But I did want to talk about Errol the True Spence Jr. because I did see his verified Instagram stories where he posted, the big fish, the fish that's swimming in the water with the wear and tear on him, looking like he's been through a lot of things. And he wrote on there almost. I think it was almost or almost time. It was one of those there. I can't quite remember. But basically letting the fans know that he is ready. He's ready to make his return to the ring. And as a fan of Errol the True Spence Jr., I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that because the thing about boxing is a lot of times when fighters lose their O, we tend to just kind of write them off, and I don't really think that's a good thing. I think fighters sense that when it comes to the fans, and a lot of times they'd be reluctant to go into a very competitive matchup just because they don't want to lose their O and because they don't want to lose, opportunities and big paydays. And a lot of that, I think, stems from the fans. So a lot of people have written Errol the True Spence Jr. off. A lot of people say that, he's washed, referring to his loss and, of course, referring to his injuries. I don't want to leave that out, that, he should take his ball and go home. And honestly, I totally disagree with that. I think, Errol still has a lot, in the basement. I think he still has a lot of things he has to accomplish as a fighter. He's still a young man, in my opinion. I think, him going to a new weight class, the sky's the limit for him right now. Of course, he didn't quite get it done at 147. You guys know the goal was to become undisputed at 147, and it was derailed, of course, by Terrence Bud Crawford. But he could go to 154 and do, extraordinary things. We just don't know. But I have faith in him as a fighter. One thing I do like about Errol is he's a real guy. Even though the powers that be behind Errol Spence Jr. leading up to the Terrence Bud Crawford fight did not want him to face Crawford, he did everything in his power to make that fight happen because he wanted to do that for the fans and he wanted to do that for himself. So that makes him a stand-up guy. Even though he lost the fight, he wanted to entertain the fans. He wasn't trying to duck. He wasn't trying to dodge. I've never really seen Errol do that. So he's a stand-up guy. He's a real fighter. I think in that sense, I think that makes him somewhat of a throwback fighter. He's not afraid to face the best competition. So I'm excited to see what he does at 154. Now, I will admit, fighting at 154, fighting a guy like Sebastian Fundora, yeah, that's going to be an uphill battle. Sebastian Fundora is a tall, lanky giant who has, as of recently, he's really been honing his basic fundamental skills, working behind the jab. A lot of times we used to see Fundora fight in the pocket, fight on the inside, not using his God-given height and reach to his advantage, but he's been using those attributes as of late. So I could see that giving Errol the True Spence Jr. problems. But outside of that, I think the thing that bothers me the most when it comes to Errol fighting a guy like Sebastian Fundora is inactivity. Inactivity. We know Errol hasn't been in the ring in over a year since being defeated by Terrence Bud Crawford. And, coming back, not taking a tune-up, going up to a new weight class, the deck is stacked against him. The deck is stacked against him, and, I'm real about that. I'm a realist when it comes to things like that. But it's boxing, and anything can happen. And I'm glad that he has decided to return to the ring because boxing needs a jolt. We need something like this. But I just wanted to talk about that. We'll see what happens next. I'm kind of interested in seeing who he's training with, because I know he's not training with Derrick James, but I have no clue who he's training with now. Maybe we'll see some new tricks from Errol Spence Jr. Maybe we'll see some new tools in his tool belt. Who knows? The sky's the limit right now. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about Errol saying it's almost time. Are you excited about it? Are you one of those people who believe that he should retire, take his ball and go home? You think he's washed? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out.